Welcome to Math Plus, where math makes sense. In this video, you will be practicing how to use factors to simplify fractions. We do have a lesson video teaching you how to do this. Make sure you click the link above if you haven't watched it, how to simplify fractions using factors. Watch that, then come back and we'll practice. Another term used for simplifying fractions is reducing the fraction to its simplest form. Basically, they both mean the same thing. It's just said two different ways. So I just wanted to point that out. You are reducing this fraction, 8 over 12. If you had a pizza and you cut it up into 12 pieces and ate 8 of them, how much would there be? We want to reduce that to smaller numbers so it just makes more sense. We talked about equivalent fractions in some previous videos, and I went ahead and put one above where we show an equivalent fraction, just so you can get an idea if you're not sure how that looks. Now that I've mentioned that training video, hopefully you've watched it so all of this will make sense to you. I want you to then pause the video, solve this, and then come back. I did put 2 T-bars off to the right, and you can use those if you need them. I'm going to go ahead and use the T-bars just for those of you that don't have your factors down with memorization, and this will just help you. We need all the factors of 8, and we need all the factors of 12, and then we want the largest common factor. We call it the greatest common factor, GFC, greatest common factor. We want the biggest common factor because that's going to make the numbers go smaller. I know that gets confusing, but over time it'll make sense. Both of them have 1 as a factor. We can multiply 2 times 4 is 8, and then that's it. If we go to 3, it is not a factor, and then we work our way back up on the side. So those are the only factors of 8. 12 has 1 in 12, 2 times 6, and 3 times 4. Those are all the factors of 12. Notice both of them have the number 4. That is the biggest one that they have the same. They both have 1, they both have 2, but we want the greatest common factor. And now what we're going to do is we're going to divide both of these numbers by 4. Both, whatever you do to the top, you do to the bottom. We're shrinking them, we're reducing them. So if you're making something smaller, you divide. If I wanted to make them larger, I would multiply. 8 divided by 4 is 2, and 12 divided by 4 is 3. 8 twelfths, reduced or simplified, the fraction is 2/3. That's the smallest fraction that is equivalent to 8 twelfths. Reduce the fraction to its simplest form, simplify it. Pause the video, figure it out, and then come back. Again, you do not have to write these out off to the side. I'm doing this for our friends that are still trying to figure out what factors are. 12 has a factor of 1 and 2, and we just wrote them out earlier. I'm just going to keep saying, what can I multiply? What 2 numbers can I multiply to get to 12? That's 1 and 12, not 1 and 2. And 3 times 4. All right, the factors of 36. 1 and 36. 2 and 16. 3 times 12. 4 times 9. And then we have one more. 5 is not a factor, but 6 times 6 is a factor. So the greatest common factor of these 2 numbers, if you can see, we have a 6 here and we have a 6 here. Oh, wait a minute, I just saw another one. I was wrong. I just saw 12. Look at that. I'm going to show you, if you make a mistake like that, I'm going to show you in a moment what to do, okay? So let's go ahead and use our 12. We're going to divide both these by 12 because we want the number to be smaller. We want it smaller numbers in the fraction, but the fractions are equivalent. I want to really emphasize that. It doesn't change the value, it just represents it with smaller numbers. 12 divided by 12 is 1. 36 divided by 12, it's right here, 3. So 12/36 reduced and its simplest form is 1/3. Now let's say, very quickly, I want to show you, because I did just make a mistake, and I like to show my mistakes, because just because I'm an adult doesn't mean I never make mistakes. What if I did use the 6? Let's say I didn't see that 12 up there, which I didn't at first, and I've reduced it. 12 divided by 6 is 2, and 36 divided by 6 is 6. If you know your factors, right away you're going to go, oh no, they're two even numbers, and I have a 2, and I know that 2 is a factor of 6. Just keep going. Do it again. Watch this. I'm just going to divide both of these by 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1, and 6 divided by 2 is 3. It took me a little bit longer to do it, but I still got the simplest form of 12 over 36. So it's okay if the number isn't in its simplest form. Don't erase it and try other numbers. Just keep on reducing it, and it comes out to the same answer. It just takes a little bit longer, and that's okay. Now we have 25 over 30. We're going to reduce the fraction to its simplest form. We're going to simplify this fraction. Pause the video and then come back. Now I'm not going to use the T-bars on the side to come up with all my factors, because right away I have learned that most of us always know our 2s, our 5s, and our 10s. Those are the easiest ones, and both of these end with either a 5 or a 0, so I know that both of these numbers will reduce or can be divided by 5. So I'm going to divide each of these by 5. I know that that's a common factor just by looking at those numbers. 25 divided by 5 is 5, and 30 divided by 5 is 6. I bet a lot of you got that one, because we all know our 5s. That's one of the easiest ones. 5, 6 is the simplest form of 25 over 30. We have one left, so stick with me. We're going to reduce the fraction to its simplest form, simplify it. 9 over 45. Pause the video, and I don't think you're going to need your T-bar on this one either. Hopefully you don't need to use it. All right, I'm going to show you why. If those of you that did use it, you put your 9 here, and then you said 1 and 9, and then 3 times 3. So you didn't really have a lot of numbers to deal with. You could have come over here. If you know your 5s, 9 times 5 is 45. So the common factor is 9. You didn't have to go down here and keep writing it, hopefully. If you did, that's okay. So now we're going to divide both of these by 9. Because whatever I do to the numerator, I have to do the same thing to the denominator. 9 divided by 9 is 1. 45 divided by 9 is 5. Our reduced fraction, our fraction simplified, is 1/5. There are some practice problems. This takes time. You really need to know your factors. And if that's something that you need to work on, then it's up to you to keep working on it until you become a rock star doing it, right? And I do have some workbook pages that you can print off and practice reducing fractions to their simplest form.